It has been so gloomy in Ontario that it's been really difficult for me to take any kind of decent photos. I don't have good lighting and my editing skills aren't the best. So today's video is late and it's also a little bit different. I decided I would show you how I pot up two new Hoya. I have two Hoya Clemensorium, one of them from Jungle Flowers, Canada, and this one from my good plant friend Kate, who traded me a cutting of her Clemensorium for a cutting of my Hoya Svetlana. They both had awesome roots, but they are dehydrated. They have been sitting on my kitchen island for a little bit too long. Before I repotted them, with any new plant now that comes into the house, I check them with the microscope. I wanted to just show you what I was seeing. These two were very, very clean plants, surprisingly. There was no signs of any bugs, flat mites, broad mites, or anything else. It was kind of interesting because I could also see some developing growth points too. I'm going to pot them in pon. And these are my little pon and stratum mixes that I've been selling at shows. I charge $5 for a little pot of stratum and a pot of pon. And I realised this one didn't have any drainage and I want it to go in a water reservoir. So I am using my very handy soldering iron and a mask just to add some drainage holes into the bottom. I just wanted to make sure it fit into that pretty little blue hanging pot, which is where I wanted it to go. I always add 4 holes in the bottom and then 4 holes on the side, so 1 on each side. I just find adding them to the side means I don't need any kind of wicking cord. The pon does a really good job of pulling it up from the bottom and the side. I didn't clean off the roots, mainly because I was very confident there were no bugs or anything on here, and the roots were looking okay, if a little dehydrated. So I'm just adding them in here, covering those roots with pon, and then adding my layer of stratum where the stem is that doesn't have roots, in hopes that I can encourage some further rooting. And this sink, this sink was put in as a prep sink, but it's really become plant sink. We don't use it for anything but plants. And today I did lots of chores, so it looks very messy. I'm just going to let the water run through the pon until it runs clear. You can see how it's coming out of both the bottom and the sides. And then I add a little water reservoir into the pot. And here she is, looking as cute as a button. For now, she's going to live in my study on my little Hoya shelf in there. And we'll see how she does. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.